And we are back. Yes, it is time for our fourth writing prompt together. Today we're taking a look at should chocolate milk be banned from your school? That's right, no more chocolate milk for you. No, I'm kidding. So you have to read the article and take a side, right? So I gave you the sheet to fill out with your reading assignment that you should have already completed before you did the writing assignment, because that's how you read the article first, right? And you can pick a side. Yes, we're banning chocolate milk, it's too sugary, or no, it's a healthy treat. Now, it might sound strange to you, but I went with the no. I feel like it's a healthy treat, and I'm going to give you some reasons from my personal experiences and text evidence from the article to support my argument or my opinion of why I feel like chocolate milk is perfectly okay. And again, you can disagree with me. That is totally okay. It is perfectly fine for you to write down a totally different idea, for you to take the yes, it's too sugary. You are not being graded on your opinion. You're being graded on how you back it up. Do you use text evidence? Do you use good examples from your personal life? So again, you want to make sure that you're thinking about that when you're forming your opinion and forming your paragraphs. So let's talk about some reasons that I pulled from the article and from my personal experiences. So when I started reading the article, I took a look at the first big chunk on the second page, and right at the top it talks a lot about, yes, it is a sugary drink, but unlike soda, chocolate milk contains more than a dozen important nutrients, like calcium, for example, is a nutrient that kids need to make your bones strong. Drinking one small carton of milk at lunch can deliver 30% of the calcium you need for the day. It also contains protein, and we need protein to grow and build muscles. So you need all of these wonderful things that are in chocolate milk. No, you don't need the sugar, but you need all those wonderful things that are in there. You're laying down all of these muscles and bones now, and it's not going to happen later in life. All of this important growing is happening right now. So you need as many nutrients as we can get inside these kids. So let's take a look. I wrote down that as my number one because I felt like that was so important. It contains more than a dozen important nutrients. Again, notice my quotation marks. It's very important that you quote from the text, or at least take the text and put it in your own words, because again, this is text evidence. Unlike soda, right, we said that a carton of milk can deliver 30% of your daily calcium, which makes your bones strong. It's packed full of protein, which the article said helps with muscle growth. Again, all of these things that kids need as they're growing at different ages. Let's take a look at my second point. So again, as I'm reading it, I thought about some personal examples of myself as a picky eater and my girls, River and Rosie, who are also picky eaters, which I'm pretty sure is my fault. Well, let's take a look here. So it says, chocolate milk critics say kids should be slurping up plain milk instead. It has far less sugar. But, again, take a look at this. Studies show that kids who love chocolate milk won't drink milk at all if they're taken away, if the chocolate milk is banned, which makes sense. You know, if you take away what they like and you say, here, you can have this, then they're not going to want the regular milk. They might end up switching, again, the article says, to something like orange juice or apple juice. Juice is tricky because juice has a lot of sugar in it, just like chocolate milk, but it doesn't have all those great nutrients. So you might, end up having a negative consequence for the banning of chocolate milk. So that was, again, my second point. I said if chocolate milk was banned, most kids won't drink any milk. They might switch to orange juice or apple juice, just as much sugar without the nutrients. And then I might even talk a little bit about how, a lot of kids are picky, even grown-ups are picky. And again, if you take away something they like and just tell them you have to have this other thing, they might not necessarily want to switch. They might not be open to that as an idea. I'm wondering if it might have negative consequences if they were to, for example, ban chocolate milk in our school. Okay, moving on to my reason or example number 3. So I thought that they concluded the article with a really great solution. They do talk a little bit about how it's possible to make milk or chocolate milk as more of a treat. So we're looking at nutritionists agree that chocolate milk isn't as bad as junk foods. It does have some value, says Dina Rose, an expert in children's nutrition, but think of it as a special treat, like cookies or ice cream. So, for example, I might give River or Rosie a little bit of chocolate milk to have with their lunch or with their grapes as a snack later on. But throughout the day, I would give them something like water to drink, just because that's so much more healthy for them than drinking chocolate milk all day. So I thought that was a really good point to say, hey, make it a special treat. Drink water during the day, but save the milk for a special treat. So here we go. Here are my 3 points. Let's get writing. So let's take a look. Again, beginning with an introduction, push your tab button to indent. And as far as your introduction goes, you could say something like, oops, I'm bolded here. Let me turn that off. Many people believe that chocolate milk should be banned from schools because BECAUSE. It has too much sugar. However, there are many reasons why why this could have negative consequences. Maybe we should say this ban, just to kind of be a little more specific. This ban could have negative consequences. Okay, so let's take a look at reason number 1. We said it contains more than a dozen important nutrients, unlike soda. Okay, so let's start with that. So we're looking at, oops, wrong one. What color? I did red. Okay, so here we go. Unlike soda, milk has many wonderful nutrients like calcium, which helps your bones be strong, and protein, which helps your muscles grow. Both calcium and protein are important at all ages, but especially to growing kids. Okay, next, let's see. We could mention the 30%. That was kind of an important fact, and I like that it's a number because it's a fact. It's not an opinion. It comes from the article. It's a statistic. It's important to have that kind of information in your writing. Amazingly, 1 carton of chocolate milk gives your body 30% of the hold on, let me fix that. Body gives your body 30% of the necessary calcium it needs in one day. Exclamation point. Okay, so reason number 2. If chocolate milk was banned, most kids won't drink any milk at all. They might switch to juice, picky, negative consequences. Okay, so that might be a good transition phrase. You could say 1 negative consequence of banning chocolate milk could be that kids won't drink, and it's kind of powerful, any milk. I'm going to go ahead and bold that. Any milk at all. They might end up switching to juice, which has as much sugar, but is missing milk's nutrients. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay, let's take a look here. Reason number 3, make it a special treat. Water during the day. Okay. Let's see, what did I do? Purple? I believe I did purple. So let's see, a transition phrase could say something like, let's see, how do we want to phrase this? Let's see, let me take a look again. Special treat, drink water during the day. One solution, okay. One solution to this, or how about one alternative? Yes, because it's a different idea. One alternative to a ban on chocolate milk might be to make this a special lunchtime treat, as opposed to throughout the day. Now that's tricky because it's already a lunchtime treat in schools, but they're still banning it. Let's see, maybe if we just added, schools should consider that students are drinking water throughout the day, and a lunchtime treat might be something to look forward to. Something to look forward to. I know if I bring something special in my lunch, then I'm always looking forward to it at lunchtime. Okay, so let's take a look at what we've got so far. We mentioned all 3 of our points. Again, we've got some text evidence. We have some different reasons from our own personal life or from my life. And now we want to wrap it up with a conclusion. So let's see. These are several reasons why chocolate milk should not be banned from schools. So again, want to take a look at your writing from beginning to end just to kind of double check. So my next step would be to read my entire writing and check it to make sure that I don't make any mistakes as far as having a word I use twice, make sure that it has good transitions, that it makes sense, that it flows together, that I have my beginning, my middle, my end, that I have a lot of good details. Plus, sometimes while you're reading, other ideas might pop into your head that you want to add to your writing. And because you're typing it and not writing it, you're able to do that. So again, before you click submit or turn in, you want to make sure you read it all the way through. And again, I look forward to reading them. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.